Just we are live, guys. We are live. I see it says live, so therefore we are live.
We're live.
Hello to Scrooge McDuckin in the house. How's it going?
One of the best names on YouTube. It is
It is
good to
pretty
see you,
good.
my friend.
It is a clever name indeed, and I always liked DuckTales. Good to see you, Scrooge McDuckin in the house. Happy
Yeah.
Monday.
Happy Monday, buddy. I apologize if I don't have a whole lot of energy tonight, guys. I either have a really bad sinus infection or it is bacterial. Bacterial pneumonia.
So we're gonna, as the stream goes on, guys, we want well wishes to Gil. The way you can help fight Gil sickness, there's only one way you can do it, guys. And you know what that is? You have to hit the like and you got to share. You
Would
would be
love.
amazed. You'd be amazed how quick he gets better when that happens.
Yeah. There's other things you can do to make me better too. But we won't go into that. See, they don't land when I'm sick. The jokes don't land as well.
No, I knew the jokes. I was wondering on our rating tonight. We don't want to lose our sponsors.
Sing. Yeah.
We're going to lose our sponsors early. I mean, Franzia is going to be out.
No, I said it in an ambiguous way.
What about Pepsi, Gil? Think about Pepsi.
I know. I always got to think about Pepsi. Someday they'll be my sponsor. Oh.
I think so. How long? And guys, if you do not know, and Gil will tell you this, back in the day, I literally reached out to Franzia. I literally did. I was drinking so much box wine. I was like, guys, let me sponsor me. I love your product. And it almost happened, but it didn't.
Hey, Steve, what's going on, man? Thumbs up and a high five. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Hey, Steve, how's it going? Happy Monday.
Not there yet. Hello.
Not there yet. I never heard that name, but it's interesting. And I guess that answers my question if we've arrived.
I think we have. Well, we might not have arrived. I don't think you ever arrive. I don't know. Life's a journey. Do you ever really truly make it to the destination?
No, but you always
really
take
philosophical here.
You take a lot of rest stops. I want to say hello to Mr. Fulton Mraz in the house. How you doing, Fulton?
Yeah, sure. If you want, you could send that through Facebook if you want. I'm not gonna play it here, but I'd be happy to look at it a little later. That'd be cool.
And happy soon to be holidays for everybody here in the chat as well.
I ran in a different room.
Well, we're still here hanging, and we're glad you're back.
Yeah, this really knocked the heck out of me. They're pretty sure they're pretty sure it's one or the other that I talked about, but me and Melissa are leaning more toward the bacterial pneumonia because my niece had it, and she was over for Thanksgiving, so.
That's very highly possible then, but I mean, you will get better, and yeah.
Well, the medicine part of that medicine is going to be coming on and live streaming for a bit. You know how it is, boys and girls.
I do.
That's right. You're not there because you're here. That's right. I'm sorry, man. The jokes aren't going to land tonight, and I think that's going to be a little bit of humor in itself.
Well, I also want to say that Scrooge McDuckin is giving you well wishes.
Thank you, buddy.
So keep that in mind.
I appreciate that, man. Serious. But I hadn't gone live in a while, and I haven't posted a video in a while, so I figured we'd get on and say hello and see how everybody's doing.
Now, I also want to say some stuff, but I have to. Wow, very cool, Scrooge. Actually, that's actually pretty impressive. Very impressive. Yeah. So, congrats on that.
Pretty swanky.
Pretty cool. Eat chicken noodle soup and kale works wonders. I would eat chicken noodle soup anyways. So yeah.
I've been really beating the crap out of my throat lately. I know I'm putting myself in front of a train of that's what she said jokes, but
Yeah.
like I snore. With this I had like a sore throat and whatnot. So that, and I drink coffee, and it's just adding up to bleh, the bad
Yeah.
experience. But
And you got to have your coffee. Look who is
you
here. I
gotta
mean,
have your coffee, man.
if
Joseph
that isn't
Grohl,
somebody that we haven't seen forever, Joseph Grohl is in the house.
it's good to see you, buddy. I hope life's treating you well.
Joseph, hope you're well. Yes, it is the dude. And by the way, my link is somewhere. So good to see you. Long time no see. Yeah.
Yeah, do me a favor, guys. Like I posted on the spot tunes owned by so many names. But I posted his new channel
I know I
on
have.
the top of the chat. So if you're interested,
I got more new names than Fletch, I guess.
yeah, he's trying to get to 100 subscribers so that he can live stream, so that we can start doing this on his channel too.
Yes.
Check it out if you're interested. Please subscribe and show him some
Right.
love.
There's nothing really there. A couple animal videos, but the thing is, once I get to 100, we'll be streaming. It'll be a lot of fun. We're bringing back the fun. That's our motto, and that's our goal, guys. We are bringing back the fun to YouTube. It's happening.
I don't mind being featured in the background. I never would mind being. In fact, I would take that as a sign of respect. That if you're doing your thing and you're scrapping or whatever the case may be, and I think that would be really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean,
feel free to put us in the background, I guess.
Yeah, why not? We'll take it. We'll take it. And thank you for the comment, Joseph Grohl, and a woo to you in my Ric Flair voice.
Now, I'm really hoping, like, I'm curious to know what you guys thought. I don't know how many of you watched the interview that I did with Big Country Scrapper, but I'd really like to know your thoughts on that and how you feel that went. If you have any constructive criticisms or whatever. But I'm hoping one person in particular comes into the stream, even if it's for a few minutes tonight, and that's Dave, the producer. The guy, he shelled out a $20 super chat, and I was so focused on the interview and talking with the folks up on the panel, I didn't get the chance to really properly thank him. So hopefully he can swing in. That would be greatly appreciated. If anybody knows him.
Dave, the producer, always an awesome person, individual, and always good to have in the chat. And just all around cool. I haven't seen him in a while. It'd be cool if he did pop in. But Gil, I have to bring this back. Let's bring some nostalgia. Now, for some of the new people that don't know what we've done or what we'll do, we will show you. Wow, another person I haven't seen in a while yet. Yeah, Dave, the producer, exactly.
Dave, the producer, yeah.
He's
been around. I mean, they're not really as active on YouTube and whatnot, but I've seen him around in chats and stuff. I'd love to see Julia Miranda come in and say hello too. What's going on, Junior A-Cat? Hope life's treating you well, buddy. I'm a little under the weather tonight. In fact, I probably should have put that in the title.
Well, it wouldn't be proper if I didn't mispronounce the name. J.R.A. Cat in the house.
Well, I wasn't really sure how to pronounce it at first, and I don't know. He probably got a kick out of it for a while there.
I mean, there's so many different ways. It's kind of a cool name because there's a lot of different ways you could take the name. So it'll make you talking about it for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Not there yet. Exactly. Hey guys, hey chat. I'm leaving my library club. Well, do me a favor. Make sure that you put the phone down and you're not watching us if you're driving.
Yes, yes. But you can listen to us. You can listen to us. Just maybe eyes on the road.
Feel free to listen to us and the shenanigans and my sickly voice and stuff.
But nonetheless, good to see you, Monica. Hopefully you're having a stupendously awesome Monday. We are trying to brighten up your day, and making the feel goods feel good. And hopefully, we're trying to make Gil Skillz as well feel good. So
I'm starting to feel better. I'm starting to come around. I'm on some pretty hefty antibiotics right now, and it's helping. They gave me an inhaler. They gave me the sinus squeeze, the sinus medication. You squirt up your nose. Yeah, so I'm hooked up.
I want to also say, Gil, hello to Scrappin' on the Fly in the house and lovely Lisa Warrior Queen in the house. Also,
Hey.
Electronic Scrapper and Bradley Whitworth has joined.
Hey, what's going on, guys? In succession, the legends are just popping right in to say hello.
Yes, they
Glad
are.
you guys are all here. Hope life's treating you well. Yeah, I'm trying to start filling in my my live streaming week. Really, we've got Mr. Classic here that I'm very much looking forward to. Working with him. I don't know what to call you, man. So
I
you
know,
gotta
I'm
figure out a
sorry.
new name.
I laughed. It was funny because it was actually funny. I know. I don't. You can call me anything. Just don't call me late for dinner.
I will never ever call you late for dinner. Hey, Scrappin' Irish, how you doing, buddy?
Good to see you, Scrappin' Irish. Legends are coming on in, Gil. You are correct about that. Good to see you, Scrappin' Irish. I hope you're having a stupendous, awesome day, or night, or both.
Yeah. I got a little bout of pneumonia that I'm trying to get over here. Not fun.
No, never fun being sick in any way.
Yeah.
So, it's just.
So no, I didn't end up getting my deer, unfortunately.
Oh dear.
It was a sequence of unfortunate events that prevented. I could only really go out one day a week, and I took a couple of days off toward the end to try to make up for that. But then we had a power outage, and I had the generator running, and I didn't feel right going into the woods while the generator was running.
Yeah.
Melissa doesn't know how to operate it, and if the power came back on or whatever. Anyway, long story short, I didn't really get to go out very much. But next year, I'm going to change that. I want my venison steaks.
I've had venison. It's not terrible. I can tell you that. Scrappin'
It's
Irish
all in
says
how you cook it, man. It's all in how you cook it.
Scrappin' Irish says 12:30 a.m. here. So, in other words, Scrappin' Irish has a lot of people that come in here in the future.
Oh, since we've got the legends in here right now.
Yep.
Look what came in the mail, boys and girls. Look what came in the mail.
Nice.
Yep. So this was from I can't talk today. Everyday Solars. So if anybody in the chat knows the link or can post the link to Everyday Solars channel where this is available, it's really to a good cause. So if anybody's interested, if anybody likes any of these awesome scrappers, and hopefully by 2026, hopefully yours truly will be also in this calendar. Feel free to go on over and take a look. I'm super stoked. I'd show you like all the months and stuff like that, but I don't want to spoil it for you. Like if you do get it, there's some pretty cool shots in there.
That looks cool. That looks great. I just now hearing about that. Very cool. I already saw some of the cool icons on the thing of the people. So that's very cool, and love. When things go to good causes, it's a win-win situation.
And I apologize. My attention span's probably the size of a gnat right now, but there's a whole story to it, and Solars can, she can explain it to you. I think she has a video dedicated to it. So if anybody can post her link, it would be greatly appreciated. I can also try to do it too. Let's see.
So Monica must know about the calendar. Says, "Oh, the calendar." Yep. I have mine ordered. Should be here by the 19th. Says Scrappin' Irish. Very cool. Yeah, That's
awesome.
I'm gonna have to check it out and grab one myself for sure.
It came relatively quick. I mean, I'm super stoked, and it's pretty darn cool to see how many people participated.
Yeah.
Okay, here she is. So I'm gonna post her link right
Steve,
here.
so Steve, how do we pronounce your name? Is it, do you just like to be called Steve? I see some other stuff after it, and sometimes people have, oh, I see. Stevert? I don't know. You can tell me. I'm kind of curious if there's like a meaning,
I've always been sick mentally, Bradley. You know that. Not like, really weird. Anyway, yeah, I'm digging myself a hole here.
It's not the easiest to get you out of the hole when you're sick, so you got to keep
No.
that in mind.
Okay, there we go. So that's Everyday Solar's channel.
Okay.
And apparently Scrapping on the Fly beat me to it. Thank you for that, buddy. So yeah, definitely check it out. The calendar is it's not inexpensive, but that's not the point. It's like $25, and most of that, if not all of that, goes to a really, really good cause, guys. Okay, back to the fun.
So let's see. We got. Okay, so Steve says Steve straight after Dodge. Oh, there you go. Now I know.
Dig yourself a little deeper. I'm already in a pretty deep hole. I'll tell you what, though. These Halls cough drops, they make Pepsi taste like crap.
Usually the cough drops make a lot of things taste like crap.
Oh.
It's weird how that works.
But they really do help to open up, open it up and help me breathe.
Yeah. At least, Gil, you probably have your hall pass. So that's good.
We need sound effects, man.
I do have that by work.
God.
That was definitely called for one for sure.
Hey,
WTF, Mike.
What's going on, buddy? It's good to see you, man. Hope life's treating you well.
Yeah, we're just hanging out, having a good old fun day Monday, as we like to make it. At least, good to see you guys, and always a pleasure to stream with you.
I know, Bradley. It's all good. It's all good. Now, aside from having COVID, this is probably the worst I've felt in quite some time. And I'm on the mend.
I would have to say COVID sucks for sure.
Yeah, I'm actually in the man. I'm like 2.5 days into the antibiotics right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. I'm glad you guys decided to show up. We got 15 people in here listening to my sick ass, and Mr. Classical Skills of the co-host realm is picking up all my slack tonight. So thank you for that.
Well, I mean, you guys can call me whatever you think, but listen, I do want you guys to help me come up with a new official permanency type of name. You got any ideas? Let me know. We'll share. But Scrapping on the Fly says got the Ric Flair effect going, and there you have it.
Woo! No, it's not woo here. It's we here.
Yeah.
Only the hardcore fans will know, or the hardcore viewers will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and JR A Cat says wasabi will clean out your nose. I'm gonna tell you something. I like wasabi. I do. I know it's really spicy, but it actually is tasty. I do think.
I don't know. I never really cared for it, but then again, my tastes have changed in recent years, so I may have to revisit that and try it.
Yeah, it happens
again, because there are some things that I used to hate that I really love now. It's weird.
Yeah. So let's see here. Scrooge McDuckin says, and other things. And WTF Mike says, we all remember, Gil.
Yeah, that's something that if you saw, you'll never forget. And I'm so sorry for emotionally scarring you all.
Well, on a good note, if there, and there usually is a
off
good
drop Pepsi's terrible. Oh,
Yeah. I don't think Pepsi tried out for the cough drop flavor. Although I do think they did. Remember, Drew Food Reviews, I think, was talking about like Oreo Pepsi. There really is one of those. I couldn't believe it. There's
is
something
there?
like
Yeah.
that.
You
Yeah,
know, if they made a Twinkie Pepsi, I think I'd be in heaven. I really do.
it's probably happening.
I've heard myths about it being real, but I've not seen any.
It's a possibility. I mean,
Yeah.
worst scenario, you can pop out a Twinkie and pour Pepsi on it, I guess. Um, I want to say hello to the one and only Kathy Bates has entered the chat.
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I put I put wet naps and you know, the stuff that makes your hands all sanitary and all that stuff by every like button, by everything, around here. So don't worry.
Yeah, so if you guys do touch the like, it is sanitized for your
Yeah,
protection.
the hand sanitizer is at the ready for anyone who needs it here.
Yeah. And
Oh.
cheers to everybody out there. Whatever beverage you are drinking, we always say cheers, and I hope you're enjoying a beverage of your choosing of some sort.
In truth, I don't mind Coca-Cola. I just prefer Pepsi. And
Yeah.
I used to work for Coca-Cola back in the day, like when I was younger and I could actually do things physically.
Yeah.
Not that I can't now, but being 50.
They
and
probably
all.
just paid you in Coke.
But I used to work for Coke, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. You just never want to go to the side of the road, Gil, and have a cardboard sign that says "Have worked for Coke." Probably.
I know. I see. I had no idea that was like a trigger for her, and she had no idea that those were like two of my favorite things in the whole world. I don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I thought that was pretty neat.
Oh yeah.
I think everything was neat tonight.
I remember back in the day where they had the different emojis sometimes for different formats, where they had the happy things look like Twinkie butts, as you said. Do you remember that?
I remember the Twinkie butts.
Yeah.
I missed the Twinkie butts. They took those away. Back in the day, the emojis, they look like the ends of a Twinkie. So I started calling them Twinkie butts.
Yeah, they did.
But they're not Twinkie butts anymore.
No, they are definitely not. Hello, scrapping together in the house. Happy Monday.
Scrapping together. How you doing, buddy? Thumbs up and big old high five. Time for another cough drop.
Oh, I thought you were going to say time for another coffee.
No, I got my Pepsi here. I'm sure this stuff makes coffee taste like crap too.
Like I said, I don't think there's anything that's going to probably make taste good, but
yeah, but it keeps the cough down, which is good for you guys. You guys don't really want to hear a stream full of coughing, do you?
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
There we go. Oh, Gibson.
So, yeah, we do want to say, yeah, we're glad to see each and every one of you in this chat, and we're going to try to be more consistent. In fact, if Gil was not of the sick nature currently, we would have possibly streamed even more so than we have recent. So, just saying.
You're making fun of my voice, man. It goes down a couple octaves when I'm sick. I'm sorry. He's making me laugh.
Yeah, JRA Cat. That's why I said you don't want that on a billboard that says that you previously worked for exactly.
No, that's right. That's right. WTF, Mike. Once you make it onto that list, and she told me I was on that list, so that's a good thing. I hope. And I hope you're right. I hope it is the Cool Kids Club list, because otherwise I'm in a lot of trouble.
We have everything spicy in the house, Gil Skillz.
What's going on, Phil? I hope you're doing well, buddy. We got 17 people in here. Feel free to share it out if you like. That'd be awesome.
Yep, the likes always work. And guys, I have to kind of reiterate this a little bit because I know you guys see me in so many different names and channels, but there's a link to my channel. It's important to get there because me and Gil Skillz will be going back and forth So
Yeah.
you may want to be there if you like these streams. Just something to keep in mind. But always good to see people new and old. And I don't just mean your age.
I hope you're doing well, Phil. Hope life's treating you well. Need some ghost pepper soup. No, I do not need ghost pepper soup. I'd like to keep what's left of my esophagus. Thank you very much. I used to do those spicy challenges. Listen, I'm not even a contender. You know, I'm probably the comic relief of the spicy genre. So,
and it's you know what sucks, Gil?
I gladly bow in respect to the scrap gods that is the YouTube channel Spice People.
Now that is a name, Gil Skillz. Hold on a minute. I have not seen that name in so many years. What do you see? Who I see in the chat? I haven't seen that name.
Who called you old? Who called you old? They're going to be going on a different kind of list, man. Whoever called you old.
Funko Papohana, Gil. Well, I haven't seen that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It has been a long, long time, my friend. How are you?
Good to see you, Funko. This is bringing back all the nostalgia, Gil. All the nostalgia. Taking it back, as they say.
Man.
Well, I did say the new and the old. I know, right? That's why I said not the age.
Oh, is that what that was? Okay, so
yeah, new subscribers, old subscribers.
So I feel bad because Kathy Bates, she lays it on quite thick.
See, even WTF Mike, Gil, I'm telling you, that is a name I have not. I mean, it's been a long time. Hopefully, you've been well and good to see you.
Oh, yeah, things do get spicy when he shows up. That's for sure, Phil. They always do. It's just the way it is. Listen, hey, for the record, Joseph, I did do the one chip challenge. I think it was back in 2020. They seem to be making the chip hotter and hotter and hotter, and before you know it, it'll be like a cyanide pill. You know, people take it and people start dropping like flies. But
I mean, yeah, that I've seen. Yeah, they're. I haven't. I mean, I like spicy stuff, but I probably wouldn't do that. But what I would do is say hello to E-Waste Mike in the house. Happy Monday.
I don't know how to take that, Bill. I don't know. God. Use the force. So I've been told I sound like Mel Gibson. I look like Darth Vader without his mask. See, Luke, I am your father.
There you go.
Now go get me a bag of Doritos. And some cough drops.
Oh man. They didn't make the chip this year. Yeah. Well, exactly. That's the thing. Like some spicy things to some people could be a little bit too much. You never know.
Yeah. So I should put my low voice to the test, right? Before time began, there was E-Waste Mike. We know not where he comes from, but all we know is he has the power to accumulate scrap.
That is correct. Wise indeed. Also want to say, E-Waste Mike. James Earl Jones did pass away. Yes, he did. Yeah,
all these legends and stuff like that are passing away, and it's terrible. It really is. Of course, nobody can live forever, but still, they can live forever in our hearts and our minds.
Especially legends. So, yeah, exactly.
I have a face for radio, so I'm told. So don't feel bad. Hey, listen, I agree with you, not with your face, but with my face. I have a face for radio, too. I think that's a part of the comedic appeal of having live streams with my face on here. There's an ugly mug for a reason.
Right, I was gonna say, no, we have to transition into the ugly mug mode. That is right, guys.
I can't. just go to my Teesprings account.
Exactly. Go
It's
check it
right
out, guys.
there.
It
You
is
guys
cool,
can
though.
have your very own Gil Skillz ugly mug.
Yep.
It's got my face on it. I'm doing one of these.
Yep.
And on the opposite side, this Gil Skillz logo. You can have it in like 30 different colors.
All right, here we go, WTF Mike. I saw a hat. You know, today I'll be creative. I may not have brought my hats. I'm working on them, but I will be creative. We'll see what we change up here.
Wow. Garage is empty, huh? Is that like the shore disappearing just before the tsunami? Or is it because you just don't have anything right now for scrap?
Exactly.
And see, we are losing all the great ones. We certainly are, man. It sucks. It really does.
What sucks about time. Gotta enjoy your times. Gotta enjoy your times, and you gotta enjoy this Monday. And you gotta press the like, guys. How many likes we got, Gil? I didn't even check. Do we have the likes equivalent?
I don't know. The sound thing is covering the likes.
Gotcha.
So like I got to make sure that my sound's at 100% for the microphone, because otherwise, the system will. It's like it doesn't want to hear me, so it gradually decreases the volume every time I talk, but it won't go back up.
No, I get it. Well, I'm sure we're good. I do. Oh, thank you, Funko Pop. Yeah, well, see, if you remember, the old schoolers remember that if you say the word hat, I change your hat. I'm going to bring it back. I still got to do it. I mean, it's in my genes.
I would have thought that it was on your head, but I guess that could be in your genes too.
Yeah, I get. That's where I'm finding the hats, apparently. Too many setups, Sergio. Too many.
Wow. Your head is empty. Well, Kathy Bates is throwing down there. Let you go high school. You see what I mean? This is why I love YouTube so much. It's like I'm not feeling good. You're trying to help out. You're here making people laugh and smile. The chat's pitching in. I love it. This is great.
We'll flip it around for a new style.
I guess I needed this.
Let's see.
Kathy, I know you're not old. You're not old. The new, and I know somebody keeps saying the new and the old, and which really sounds like a soap opera or a porn genre.
Oh, like the old and the unbeautiful?
Sure. That's what we'll go with.
I thought that's where you were getting at for soap opera. That's my middle name. They're scrapping on the fly. I got to get my good hats back where we really can make a difference.
There it is. There's the legendary soap opera.
Yes.
You know, back in the day when there were soap operas during the day, the only thing to watch is soap operas and infomercials.
Yeah, that is true. Well, you got to remember back in the day when you had the knobs, you had the UHFs, you had the little bunny ears and all that. Those days, they only had a few channels. And if you had cable, it was like an amazing event.
I remember having 3 channels back in the day.
Yeah.
This was before cable. You know, I mean, cable was around. We just couldn't afford to get it.
Exactly that, yes.
Let's see. My grandma used to love those shows. Yeah, I mean, you know, my mother and father, not my father, but my mother used to love it. My grandmother used to love it.
Yeah, I mean, this
is taking me down nostalgia lane. You know, the first thing I thought it was about when somebody started mentioning soap operas, which is probably this guy right here. And well, it was. I remember being a kid, and my grandmother, she got a lot of grandkids, but I'm her oldest. So every time I'd come over, you know, I'd spend the night at her house some weekends and whatnot. She'd whip out the old Atari 2600, and I'd get to play that for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Anyway, we're talking about nostalgia. It just randomly popped in my head.
Yeah, Atari 2600, man. So many. There was a lot of fun games. That was the first game system I had. It was still great to this day.
Yep. I used to play the heck out of that controller with Space Invaders and Defender. You guys
Yeah.
remember Defender?
Yep. The hardest
Oh,
game
wow.
on the planet.
And then E.T. came out, and that literally broke my brain. It was like,
What was so weird about ETs? I actually did like the game. I know it's supposed to be the worst, but it really wasn't that bad. I mean, I want to say I like it. It wasn't the best. But yeah, for an Atari game, it was super complex to figure it all out.
yeah.
And it would make you
Yeah.
really mad.
I mean, basically, they tried to put a whole city inside of like a little house.
Yeah.
When it come to like complexity,
Yeah.
there's only so much you could do with those graphics, man. Back in the day.
Yep.
I remember as a kid, I still do it to this day. I look forward to the next generation of consoles to see how much better those graphics we're going to get.
Yeah.
You remember when the Nintendo came out?
Oh yeah, it changed everything.
Nintendo.
It changed it all. And
Yeah.
what's crazy is Electronic Scrapper said, sorry, it was the worst. It was. I mean, if you look at it from now's technology to then, but there was a lot of.
He's talking about ET.
There was a lot of games.
ET.
Oh,
yeah.
ET.
Yeah, that was terrible. There are so many of those that are in a landfill somewhere, and they can stay there. And I'm a scrapper saying that.
That's funny. Like, so they're so bad, Gil, that if you dug them up, you just leave them there. I get what you're. Not even worth scrapping them. They're so bad.
They need to rest in peace. They really do.
Totally get it. Yeah, but I will say one thing. There is one thing. I think Mario, Pac-Man, when they started having characters in games, it really changed it.
My mother used to really seriously hate my neighbor because my neighbor was one of those types of people that like to keep up on technology, and that transcended into gaming consoles, right? So
Yeah.
he had everything. He had the Commodore. He had the different types of Atari consoles. He had the 2600 and the 4800 or whatever. There are other iterations of Atari. And then he got the Nintendo, the first generation Nintendo. And he invited me over. And I think he did it on purpose, too. It was funny as all get out. He invited me over. He showed me that he had it. And he asked me if I could play, and we sat there and we played Super Mario Brothers together. That night, I think I hounded my mother into. I think I broke her brain that night. Like I want a Super Nintendo. I want a Nintendo. I want a Nintendo.
I know.
I got a Nintendo. It took 6 months.
It did change.
I got one.
It definitely changed everything. JRE Cat says Pong. Yeah, Pong. One of the first games that really started things in the arcades, in the bars.
My parents had a Commodore. I want to say a Commodore.
Yeah, Commodore 64.
Yeah. That was my introduction to Pong. Because my neighbor, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I want a Nintendo. This was before the Nintendo. I'd like to have a game system. Well, they happen to have one. They had the Commodore or whatever. So like, here, you can have this. We haven't used it in a while. Introduction to video games.
Oh, yeah. Well, gotta love the past. I just wish it would have still, just doesn't last. Just doesn't last.
It's amazing how life, listen, I don't want to make this too, like, I don't want this to sound raunchy, but it's kind of raunchy. Anyway, long story short, I think history has learned from itself, going from a stick to a controller pad with just buttons.
Yeah, I agree. I'll be right back, guys. Uno momento.
Okay, there's the O, guys. You guys can say whatever you think that O stands for. I'm not, because it's just too easy. Pong was only good when it turned into beer pong. We back in those days, we had to use our imagination, right? So we had to imagine it was beer. I don't know. Games just seem like they've gotten. I mean, there's certain games that I enjoy playing now, but it just seems like games have gotten so complicated nowadays. It takes the fun right out of it. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain simplicity to some of the older games that just, I don't know. It could be my generation talking, but I kind of like some of the old retro games better than some of these newer games.
Well, they're more fun. I mean, now it's just all pretty much the same. It's all about graphics and sounds, but the fun was the whole thing that got me into video games in the first place. So I do think that's something that kind of lost along the way.
Don't get me wrong. I like the shoot 'em up games, the first person, third person shooters, all that fun stuff. I like playing those games, but you put an Atari game or an old Nintendo game in front of me, I'll play. There's another controller to the side of me. You could be player 2.
Exactly, Mario and Luigi. Scrapping in the Fly says, I used to love the Atari. Yeah, it had just this unique starting it all quality of at least the fun was there. And some of the games, man, they really tried hard with what they had to work with. So
yeah, I mean, 8 bits, man, or 8. I don't know how many bits Atari was back.
It was probably like 4 bits, about 3 bits.
Well, I mean, it was measured in bits. I mean, it was just crazy. Hey, Monica, welcome back. It's good to see you.
Wasn't a buck and a hair shave 2 bits? Welcome back, Monica. Good to see you. Hopefully you're having a great Monday.
Yeah, I hope you're having a great Monday, my friend. We're making the best of our Monday. It sucks being sick. I hate being sick. I'm a big baby when I'm sick.
And it's not just a manic Monday. It is a fun day Monday. And the best way that we can make your Monday better is to be here and say howdy.
Yeah. Just remember, if you say hello, it's like, give one, get 2 free day. It's always give one, get 2 free day here. We're talking about hellos. We're not talking about anything else.
Exactly. And
it's sad, but there's always a reason why that disclaimer has to come.
Exactly. Scrapping Together says, back when you wish you could shoot that dog on duck hunt. I know, because it would always laugh at you every time you missed. Exactly.
Yep. Oh yeah, that smug laugh in the background.
Yep.
I'll shoot at you instead, Mr. Dog. The double joystick screwed me up. I can't play a game. Got to move the screen with my right thumb and shoot with my left. I just, it turned you off, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I like the simple joysticks a lot. The simple stuff, just getting to the point. Even Nintendo, I don't really think you needed more buttons, right? Really,
it feels like you're getting ready to, I mean, the way they get them designed nowadays, it feels like you're getting ready to take off in a fighter jet, which I guess is a part of the appeal for some of these younger guys and gals. But wow, I mean, the old Nintendo pad there with the the 4-way and the 2 buttons. That's good for me. I mean, how many buttons are on a modern console controller these days?
It's crazy. It is crazy. And I mean, Sony today was saying that consoles could be coming to an end, meaning making new ones, because they're so high up right now. There's not really much different they can do to even make the graphics or sounds really much better.
Yeah, I mean, they're at a pinnacle, but I mean, if you think about it, they've reached evolutionary points throughout history with technology. I would imagine that there's going to be some sort of threshold or some other way that they can get in on the ground floor to
Yeah.
continue escalating that experience. And they've tried it throughout history. They just haven't nailed it yet. Virtual, VR,
Right.
body, like there's body kits that you can buy so that you can actually feel what's going on around you.
They got like the scent stuff so you can smell it.
Yeah, like sensory stuff. Can you imagine?
And I think that's what she said. I cut my finger
No,
pretty
they
bad.
didn't have a sensory place for genitalia, so you're good
there. Monica says I cut my finger pretty bad yesterday. I put this great healing ointment on it, and I probably needed stitches, but it had closed up so much that I didn't get any. Oh wow, interesting.
I'm sorry you got hurt, hon.
Yeah, sorry about the injury, but also interesting that this ointment did that without stitches. That's interesting.
And you see how I'm just nodding, and I'm trying not even to smile because it's coming out. There it is. Damn it. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
I knew.
I'm just not going to say anything because
I know it's hard not. A friend of mine has a PS5 and lives on it. I just can't understand how. I'd go crazy not working.
I try, like I have a PS5 and I try to get into it. There are games that I'm trying to play, but I get bored. Like, I play for like an hour and I get bored and I just shut it down.
Yeah.
Like, shoot, I'm trying to remember what the game is. My brain is really fried. But like, say GTA, for example, there's so many missions and submissions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You get bored with it.
Whenever I played that, I kind of just did my own thing and drove around. That was about the best way to play that game.
Now there is something that they missed out on. You get yourself a sensory kit. You're wearing this body kit and whatnot. They should have smeller vision. You have a little mask. Somebody farts in your face or whatever, you smell it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Might have to return that game.
Duct tape fixes everything.
Yeah, that is true. It has been known to.
No, I'm really not. I never really got into Minecraft or any of those super, famous online games.
I got into it for a minute, the Minecraft, because the only thing I liked about it, where you can build your own little house and do all that, and you can make farms and do all that. It was like a little virtual reality thing. But I liked the fact that the monsters are kind of coming at you constantly, so you got to hurry up and figure a way to. It was interesting for a minute.
Well, it's got its own following. It's got its own following, which is pretty cool. They're making a movie on that, right?
Minecraft, yeah, they make a movie on anything now.
Jack Black is in it. Yeah, the trailer's out if anybody's interested. But Scrap Pallet Man's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to see it. It's good to see you. Hope life's treating you well, Paul.
Yep, happy Monday. We're just shooting the breeze and sailing the seven seas.
Yep, doing our best not to croak.
That's always a number one plan.
I mean that almost literally here. I'm recovering from pneumonia.
Right. So croaking in the voice and croaking being on the other side of kicking the AKA.
Right.
Button.
Croaking. There's multiple layers. That's an onion term right there. Because like croaking, because I sound like I'm croaking because my voice is so low. Anyway, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, Monica, we will be here hopefully when you come back. Let's see here. Scrap and Palaman says, I'm happy I got my truck back. It was in the shop for 5 days. Had to get a new radiator and oil cooler lines and transmission. Wow. They just like did like it get frozen under your lines freeze or what happened there? Or they just get old and rusted? Just curious.
I had to get a new radiator and oil cooler lines. Oh wow. And transmission cooler lines. Stop it.
Well, awesome you get your truck back. Always a good thing, I'm sure.
There was a pool of oil, transmission fluid, and coolant under the truck. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
I know that I know the truck that you have is it's I don't want to say it's really old, but it's a fair bit old. It's at least 10 years old. But it looks like it's in really good condition. You take really good care of that thing.
And I like the little lifter you got on the back. That's actually definitely makes things easier, I would imagine.
All I can say is, at times it does suck living in the Rust Belt. Yeah, 2012. Yeah. So I mean that
Yeah.
that truck is in remarkable condition considering, and I really really like what he did with that truck too.
Yeah.
Um, he's got that lift on the back there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That lift definitely a cool thing. It would have been nice to have something like that back in the day. Because you'll go to the side of the road and you'll see heavy things, for instance. And even if you can lift it, why injure yourself? And if you
Yeah.
can't lift it, now you can get it up there. So I think it's a great investment.
I'm being nice. So he will like goldfish going in the backstroke. Yeah, rust sucks, man. It does. It really sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I try to compensate with the I buy this really expensive rust encapsulator. I can't remember the name of it right now. I'm not really in the right frame of mind. But I buy this rust encapsulator, and I'm the type of guy that takes a little brush and I'll put it on all the bolts and stuff like that. Anyway, yeah.
Scrap
I hope it wasn't a super expensive thing. I mean, it sounds super expensive, but hopefully it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, for sure. Scrap Pellman says, and we can gingerly lower things. Oh, with the lift? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't want to throw it off, you can lightly, maybe it's a fragile item that needs to go in the pile. You never know.
I bring my trailer with me. I've got like a 5x8 trailer with a ramp on the end of it, and one of them not fork trucks, but hand trucks. So that way I don't have to deal with lifting things up too heavily.
No, I understand.
Want to say hunting stuff with J&J. Welcome. It is good to see you, my friend. Hope life is treating you good.
Good to see you, JJ. Happy Monday.
Yeah. I didn't get my deer this year, hunting stuff, but I will try again next year. Cool. Yeah. The blessing was I couldn't afford it. I told my mechanic, and they told me to pay when I can.
Wow,
that is a true blessing. In all honesty, that is a true blessing.
That's very cool. Wow.
When you have people in your community that actually are willing to extend that level of trust to you and that generosity, that's great. Hey, you're slacking. You're not picking.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I want back.
Oh, now he's gonna. Oh, the O is here. Guys, don't forget. Do me a huge favor, okay? Go on over to On the Spot Tunes. The link is pinned up in the chat. All right. So if you go over there,
if you do subscribe on the other channel, guys, do me this favor because. Back in the day, I haven't been totally on the YouTube scene, but from what I remember, if it's still the same, I put 2 little videos. They're just little short videos. But if you do subscribe, click on a video. They're really they're seconds. And that way, YouTube will keep whatever, the old way. Yeah. But just to do that. And hopefully I'll see you over there. Me and Gil will he'll stream here. I'll stream with him here. He'll stream with me there.
I know there's not much content there right now, guys. That's what he's trying to get at. But the goal right now for him, truthfully, he doesn't have any content to put up there. But the content is eventually going to be live streaming. So he needs 100 subscribers to do that.
Yeah.
So if we can get him up to 100 subscribers so we can start live streaming, we can start alternating channels. 1 week maybe on my channel, 1 week maybe on his channel, and so on and so forth.
Yep. That's the plan. Some more videos are coming, more live streams to come. We really appreciate everybody being here on this
Yeah.
Monday. We hope all of you have hit the like. It really does help, guys. Believe it or not, it lets YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. Could bring people in, but if anything, it is free to do on Mondays. Keep that in mind. Sharing is caring, and yeah, so we're happy you're here.
It's free for them and cheap for us.
Exactly. We have a coupon, so we're in good shape.
Yep. Yeah.
So yeah, so I guess that's pretty much what's going down, guys. So
Yep.
I don't know. On that note, Bob, what are you thinking here? We've been live for an hour, which is awesome.
No, we haven't been live for an hour yet.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We need to. You can drag it out for another 5 minutes. I'm here. I've dragged it out for 55 minutes. It's been soul cleaving minutes for these guys listening to my scratchy Darth Vader Mel Gibson voice.
Mine is 2004 Silverado 4x4, 325,000 miles, and I just made a trip to Alabama and back with an S10 Blazer in tow. Huh. 325,000 miles. Very cool. Very cool. Very impressive.
I mean, they do last. I mean, they do last quite some time. If you keep them up and you take care of them, they're going to take care of you. My father, he is a diehard Chevy guy.
Yeah, I agree. They definitely will take care of you if you take care of them.
Are you ready to get visited this coming year? There, Scrapping on the Fly.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something to me.
No, well, I'm planning on headed your way too.
Yeah, of course.
You're gonna be going all over the country next year.
Not bad for an $800 truck. Wow. Now, is it the same engine? Have you rebuilt the engine? How's the transmission?
I mean,
I'm curious about those. Have you rebuilt the engine and the transmission? I'm just curious.
All right, when I'm done with this last cough drop, then we can go. How's that? All right.
Oh no, we're good. I was just.
Then you have my permission to cry.
That's funny. That's funny. And by the way, guys, hopefully next time you guys will not see this. Oh no, it should be the avatar that you see in the chat. So I'm working on that. So that way, it won't just be. You get what I'm saying.
That's pretty funny.
Yep,
is much, much worse, so I have to force myself to be quiet.
I know, it's so bad. There'll be no more homes. Is that what I get it.
Yeah, I swear you do that on purpose.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Seriously. I'm looking forward to it.
Wow,
I'm trying to find a way to extend my not vacations, but like my trips. You know, like I'll turn part of it into a work vacation type thing where I bring my laptop with me, and as long as I have an internet connection, I can work, you know, but at the same time I can still visit people.
Makes sense.
You know, I don't want to be doing it full time, you know, cross country or whatever, but because I do need to get home, I have responsibilities eventually, but I just want to be able to spend time with people instead of visiting people and just spending an hour or two with them and be like, okay, see you later.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't travel halfway across the country to do that. I don't want to spend like a half day with you or a whole day with you. Do the whole collab thing and stuff. You know?
Scrapping on the Fly. It's the 4.8 liter factory everything. Amazing. That's pretty impressive. Scrapping Together says, look at Steel Scrap Kingdom's old Chevy. The thing has been, yeah, you're right. That has been. But yeah, I mean, you never know how long a car is going to last. I know, guys, I don't know if you've heard of this, but it is true. If you can bring a car with 1 million miles on it, you can get a new car. They will give you one. But I mean, you know, almost impossible it is to get 1 million miles on a car. But if you can do it, you got yourself a new car. So something to shoot for. That was Skycam, by the way. That was Skycam.
That was Skycam. You even got a little bit of Luna Cam tonight, which
Yeah.
The girls they know something's up. They know I'm not 100%, and they're right up my behind whenever that happens.
Yeah.
Anybody with a dog will tell you. Yeah, you can't beat him. Can't beat him. I like my Toyota though. I mean, in all honesty, I like my Toyota. I've been loyal to Toyota since the early 2000s. I haven't had any issue with them. They've been pretty much bulletproof for me.
Yeah.
So now we are officially at an hour, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And
Well, there
with
you have
that,
it.
we're going to start wrapping this thing up.
So, are you ready? We're going to wrap this up with a get it, wrap it up. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So, I want to say thank you, awesome people.
I don't have the energy to do it with you. You know, I'll start bouncing around on this chair.
I know. But I want to close it out and my thoughts. And what I want to say is thank you guys for being here as always. We're going to continue to do these streams. The sky's the limit. The crowds will come in. Tell the world. Tell your friends. Tell your neighbors. Tell your pets. Gil Skillz, the dude in every different name and incarnation, will be here streaming for your entertainment as much as we can. Hello to bored old fart. I was going to say bold old fart, but they probably could both fly. So I am going to say, see you later, alligator. And after a while, she made me smile. On to you, Gil.
Nope, I'm going to be quiet. I've been trying to be so good lately. I swear he's baiting me at this point. Anyway, long story. Yes, Junior A Cat, and that's kind of half the fun. It's like I'll go and I'll hang out with you guys, and I'll get the chance to, work with you and see what you're, everybody scraps in their own way and does things in their own way. So I look forward to visiting people and seeing how they do things, and hopefully I learn something. But I do want to say thank you all for being here. You can expect a video to come out real soon, probably within the next couple of days. Hanging with JD, hello. We're just winding this down.
Hanging with JD, what's going on?
I'm glad you stopped by. I'm glad you stopped in last minute clutch just to say hello.
Yeah, we are closing the show, as they say.
But stay tuned for that. There will be updates for the copper as well coming out real soon. And we will live stream. I do have a live stream tomorrow with Fishy, Go Fish Office. And I'll be live streaming before Christmas anyway. So anyway.
What I want for Christmas is 100 subscribers, guys. So keep that in mind. Subscribe to the link. We will see you next time. But make sure to do if you haven't. We're going to get there.
Yeah, I apologize in advance, guys. We're trying to recover here from pneumonia, and I'm not out of the woods yet, as you can hear. But I hope you have a great night. Much love to each and every one of you. And until the next time, have a scrap happy day.
Bye, folks.